Hi friends, it's Audrey here and welcome back to 1824 Walker Farmhouse. I'm so excited for you to be here today because I want to talk about textiles. And if you know me, you know I love textiles. When I was little, my mom was when I was older too, my mom was a seamstress. She made most of my clothes. She made my sister and I beautiful outfits. And I loved it. I loved watching her sew. I love going to the fabric store and picking out some of the fabrics for our outfits. And she must have influenced me that way because I went to school for fashion merchandising after I graduated from high school. And I absolutely loved the study of the textiles, and I loved the history of the textiles. So when we did our video on the parlor, a couple people have asked about the books and how they're covered with fabric. So I thought that would be fun to talk about today. I think my favorite book is this 1828. It's blue covered and it's early fabric. And how you know that it's early? Well, there's a lot of books out there that date fabric, and there's some websites that will help you with that also. And once you start studying the fabrics, after a while, you'll just start to know which ones are older, early 1800s, Civil War period. And that's part of the fun of collecting them, is learning about the fabrics. I love what's inside the book as well as the fabric itself. That's how I pick out some of them. Some of them are great graphics. I wanted to show you this one with the two girls, and I'll show you close-ups of these. The two girls and then fishing. And you know me, I had to buy this one with the sheep, the shepherdess and the sheep. I just love these early books. But I wanted to tell you too, sometimes, a lot of people say, well, how do you know what's an old one and what isn't? A lot of the reproductions, they glue it on the inside. This part is glued. Early ones, they always use string or thread. And you can see that on this book. And a lot of times, the early ones, it's like new fabric on the inside, and you can tell it's faded on the outside. So if it's reproduction fabric, it hasn't had time to do that yet. And a lot of times, too, that you might find that on the reproduction fabrics that they put on books, I've seen where it's sanded a little bit. And there's nothing wrong with buying those. They're wonderful, too. But I just love collecting the old early ones. It's really fun. I love looking, like I said, at the inside of them also. This one had string on it, and I was thinking, I know this isn't older string, but they probably did that too. They probably covered it, put string on it. They covered them to make them last longer, or they were wearing out and they would cover them. Some of them, it's just the spines are covered, like on that one and on this one. This one, see, it's just a spine, and they actually sewed it on the inside. I'll show close-ups of these. Here's a dictionary. Look at this, I think it was 1850. Let me see, what was that? Oh boy, I need my glasses. This one, 1857. And I mean, it's just, isn't this blue fantastic? Do you like blues? Oh, I love the blues. And it's not in great shape. And, usually the price reflects that it's not in great shape. This one, and this one, I bought these two at a local sheep farm in West Leechburg, which is a town by me. And this one's, I think it's like 1914 was the date. And the fabric wasn't real old, but they wanted it to last longer. And so they put fabric on it. I just love the florals on that. And this one, it's from them too. And I bought a lot of linens at this farm sale. And I just believe in my heart they had to grow flax, because they had tons of linen there and spinning wheels. And I just think that they spun. This is homespun linen. Now, I've never seen a book with a homespun linen on it. There probably is a lot out there. I just haven't seen it. And it's in rough condition, but it's great. You know, you can stack them on a bookshelf, 2 or 3 in a stack, you know, just to decorate. I think books, you know, are just would have been precious in early America. And this one, oh my gosh, this one I'm going to show you. I love. It has like the girl when she was born, and the dad was born in 1823. This is from Bath, Maine, and he was a blacksmith, so that was sort of fun for us. But I want to show you this. Look at that. Oh my gosh, isn't that fun? So anyhow, this is the book series in Textiles, and I can't wait for the next one. Let's talk about aprons, bonnets. Let's talk about all the textiles that protected things like these. They protected these books. They kept them longer. And, you know, sometimes the outside, the date of the fabric doesn't match the inside. It's just sort of like a quilt. You could make a 1930s quilt out of feed sack fabric that you have scraps left over from your little dresses or aprons that you made, but you might use great grandma's blue calico and put it in that quilt also. And so it's when you're dating quilts, you know, you do want to look at all the fabric, and sometimes these books are the same. You might have a 1900s book and you use grandma's or great grandma's early fabric on it, and you might have used it might wear out that book, and you're going to use 1920s fabric on it. So the fabric on the outside, that date doesn't always match the book copyright on the inside. But anyhow, I'm so excited for this series. We're going to do a textile series. Thanks so much for your comments. Let me know if you collect books, where you get them, where you're finding them, how you decorate with them. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I can't wait to see you next time.